Okay, so today we're going to talk about the best positioning for decreasing pain in the shoulder. We're going to talk about different pillow placements, different positions of sleep on your back, on your side, on your stomach to help you get the best night's sleep with the least amount of pain. So starting here on the back, I have my model here today to help us out. I want to point out the alignment of the shoulder and kind of why we get pain in the shoulder. We can talk about another time, kind of leg position and whether it should be straight and pillows and things like that for the lower back. But today, just focusing on the shoulder. The first thing I want you to notice is how the point of the shoulder down to the elbow when we sleep on our back drops down and back. What this can do is add stress to the tissues in the front of the shoulder, for example, and cause pain when people are sleeping on their back. So what we would do if you are a back sleeper is grab a pillow, and what we're trying to do is get better alignment there. So we're going to lift up her elbow, and the pillow is going to be along the bed, under the elbow, and then up under her hand. This is known as a gunslinger position. And you can see now that the line from her elbow to her shoulder is more horizontal. So she's not going to have that tipping and that irritation at the front. The fact that it comes up under the hand just helps to kind of keep it there more throughout the night. If you do kick out any of these pillows in the night, not a big deal. If you wake up due to pain, just put them back in and go right back to sleep. Now, if you have shoulder pain on both sides, you certainly can do this on both sides of the body. You'd have a second pillow on this side. Yes, you're taking up more room in your bed. I do hear that sometimes spouses, family members get upset at all the pillows. But again, if you're getting a good night's sleep with less pain, you're going to be a much happier person to be around. So it's all good. So if you're sleeping on your back, here's the best position, the gunslinger position with the pillow under your elbow. The next most common position that people like to sleep in would be on your side. So I'm going to have Bianca roll towards the camera. Good. So now in this position, you can see Bianca kind of went into a pretty much fetal position, which is where most of us tend to sleep. And again, noticing where her arm naturally went. It kind of came down towards the camera and curled up in front. So now with this dropping down alignment, this puts a lot of stress through the backside, stretching all these structures back here, and sometimes can even cause some pinching in the front of the shoulder. So with pillow positioning on the side, we like to tuck it under the arm again, and kind of let her hug that pillow, with our goal of having the elbow and shoulder alignment be horizontal, parallel to the floor. And also being able to hug the pillow, you can pull it a little bit more up in the front to prevent it from rolling too far forward. Sorry, I don't want to block her face, but you kind of get where I'm going with that. So horizontal without it dropping forward and across the body. Now, if you have pain in both sides, this is for people who have pain, generally speaking, on the top shoulder of where they like to sleep. If you have pain in both shoulders or in the bottom shoulder, you can still keep this top pillow if needed, but I'm going to take it away just for the sake of being able to see everything clearly. For bottom shoulder pain, we actually tend to tuck a pillow behind the person and encourage more of what we call a 3/4 lean. So I would say try to sleep a little bit rolled back, about 3/4 of the way. And you can see naturally she tends to bring that top arm back just because it feels awkward to be back with your arm too far across. So now here, the top arm is a bit more horizontal. The back pillow prevents her from rolling too far back because I have people who are like, I just can't sleep on my back. So you're not quite on your back. You're kind of tricking your body to be 3/4 of the way. But it's also opened up the fact that the bottom shoulder is no longer rounded way far forward underneath. It now can open up a little bit and not be so compressed in the front. So this usually helps to decrease people's pain on the bottom shoulder as well. Now, the last position would be sleeping on your stomach. I will say that's a very hard position on the neck and shoulders in most people. If you sleep on your stomach, a lot of people have the arm up kind of under their head, and that can cause some impingement and pinching pain due to that. And also being on your stomach requires you to turn your head way to one side or the other. And the neck muscles and neck positioning plays a huge part in our shoulder and shoulder biomechanics, which can lead to pain. So I would say sleeping on my stomach or on your stomach is the least favorite position of mine. But if you have to, I'm going to have Bianca roll onto her stomach. For the sake of the lower back, I'm going to put a little pillow under here. Most people do have a pillow of some sort. And she's not too bad right here, but I would say if you have to be on your stomach, trying to be there or even a little bit more neutral down here is probably going to be most comfortable for the shoulder. What most people do, and it'll be a little hard to see in the video, is they would take this back arm and it would be way straight, kind of forward. I'm going to move the pillow for 1 second just so you can see. Most people sleep like that with that one arm up under their head, and that would be the shoulder that they're going to be complaining of pain of. So again, it's hard to limit and position yourself overnight to minimize the pain because you're sleeping and you don't know how you're going to roll. But if possible, avoiding sleeping on your stomach for your shoulders is probably going to be your best bet. If you have any other questions, please let me know.